Hello everyone, I'm Deja Martin and today I'll be doing a hair tutorial on a blunt cut. To get a good understanding of how to do a haircut, you need to know the different head areas because the hair responds differently on each area of the head. The areas of the head are the apex, the parietal ridge, the occipital bone, the nape, and the crown area. All haircuts include lines, sections, and angles. Some lines that we will be using are horizontal and vertical. Horizontal lines are used in a blunt cut and they add weight to the haircut. When cutting hair, you will use guidelines called stationary guidelines or traveling guidelines. Stationary guidelines stay in the same place as you go around the hair and cut the hair. Traveling guidelines, they move as you cut each section of the hair. But in a blunt cut, you will be using only stationary guidelines. In order to cut hair, you will need a pair of hair cutting shears or scissors. These will be the most important utensils in your cosmetology career. The shears have different parts on them. You have the finger hole, which is right here. You stick your ring finger in. Finger tang, which you rest your pinky finger on. The thumb hole, which you set your thumb in. And the cutting edges. While cutting, make sure that you never set your comb down. Always keep them in either two hands or in both hands while cutting to reduce the time it takes to finish the haircut. See how I have them in both hands? So you palm your shears. Just like that. Take your comb the section that you need, grab your hair, put your comb in your other hand, and then just cut. Here's a better close-up. Comb it, grab it. Also, never cut past that second knuckle. Never, or you could possibly cut yourself. So cut, but never past that second knuckle. And my comb never leaves either of my hand. Now let's talk about a blunt haircut. In a blunt haircut, all the hair comes to one single hanging level. It has no elevation or over direction and is cut with a stationary guideline. Blunt cuts are better for finer hair because with all the weight going down, it makes the hair seem fuller. For a blunt haircut, you will need, of course, your shears, a paddle brush, a combination comb, a wide tooth comb, a rat tail comb, your first aid kit just in case you cut yourself, clips, either butterfly or duckbill. You could use either a towel or a neck strip for draping, your cape, spray water bottle to keep your hair wet, and a blow dryer and a flat iron for styling. After completing a client consultation, you may begin draping the client. As you can see, I'm wearing a smock to keep any excess hair and any excess chemicals that I might be using off of my clothes. So like I said, you can either use a neck strip or a towel to cover the client's neck. I like to use towels, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around her neck to protect her from any chemicals I might be using. Then you can go ahead and drape her with your shampoo cape. You never let the cape touch the client's skin. I'm going to clip it down with a duckbill. And then if this was a real client, you can go ahead and proceed to take her to shampoo bowl and shampoo her. But in this case, I'm just using a mannequin. I'm going to brush her hair down evenly with my paddle brush. And then I'm going to take my combination comb, or you use a rat tail comb, either one, to go ahead and part her hair into 4 sections. And my 4 sections usually are at the 4 corners of the head, 2 on the parietal right above the ears, and then the base 2 at the occipital bone in the nape of the neck. Okay, then you're gonna take your spray bottle and leave one section out and make sure that the hair is wet. It should be the same wetness throughout the entire head. Let's just say she just finished getting her hair washed, so it'll all be the same wetness. Gonna comb through it again. And we're gonna begin the cut. You're gonna kind of tilt her head forward. Make sure that you are positioned correctly and you're standing right behind the pieces that you are cutting. So I'm gonna take a subsection of hair, part it, grab my shears, comb through the hair, pull it down at a 0-degree angle, no type of elevation or over direction. Let's say she just wants an inch cut off. Comb through it and cut. Like I said, don't cut past that second knuckle. And this piece here will be your stationary guideline. You'll follow this piece all the way through. As you can see, I'm going through and cross-checking this section, make sure everything is even. Then I'm going to continue making subsections, parting it off into subsections at the nape of the head. And then that's one section. Like I said, I'm gonna go through and cross-check it, make sure it's all even, which it is. Then we're gonna go over to the next section. I'm gonna wet this up, brush it through there. Go ahead and part it. And make sure you've got straight, even parts to make sure that you're cutting all this hair evenly. Really careful when you come over to the crown area of the head, because sometimes it is it's called a danger zone, because the hair there could be shorter than the rest of the hair, so you could be cutting it unevenly. So if you have to, just go back at the end when it's blow dry and kind of cut it over. Also, another danger area, another danger zone area is the parietal ridge over here by the ear, because the hair is slightly elevated over that ear. So make sure you're cutting that very carefully. And we're going to use some of that hair over from the back area as our guideline. The hair over on this side was a little bit shorter than the rest, so I went ahead and evened it out. I'm going back around and just even it out completely. Cut past that second knuckle, so you let go of the hair and just grab some more. Don't want to risk cutting yourself. And once again, just connect it. Cross check it. None of this hair up in the bang area or in the apex area falls past the guideline. So we're just gonna leave it be. Go back and cross check everywhere. Make sure that it is completely even. And from here, you can begin the blow drying and styling process.